Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to That's Football. Harry Kane to Manchester City for £160 million. This is the story that broke last night and is still rumbling on this morning. What are your thoughts about it? Well, Son has just signed a new deal at Spurs. Nuno, the new manager at Spurs, and we don't know why, has said that Harry Kane's part of his plans, and rumours this morning that Spurs still adamant that they won't sell Harry Kane this summer, which is weird, and I think it's weird in itself because at the start of the summer, Harry Kane made it quite clear that he wanted to leave Spurs. So where are we at with this and what is going to happen? Look, I think it's going to take a huge amount of money to get Harry Kane out of Spurs because they're going to dig their feet in, and it's almost like, you know what, if Spurs won trophies for being stubborn on transfers, their trophy cabinet wouldn't be empty. But unfortunately for Spurs, this is something they do win on, but then they don't win on the pitch. They are very difficult to deal with on transfers. Daniel Levy, has that reputation. There's no way they're going to lose their superstar captain for, under £100 million. Do I believe this story about 160 million? I think if you're a Man City fan, you're going to want to believe it because it means that this player that you probably want to bring to your club is going to happen. It's coming from The Sun, and I think it's quoted from a wedding of Harry Kane's brother or something like that. I mean, for me, I stop at The Sun. Unless it's a certain journalist, I just stop at The Sun straight away anyway. Nobody really likes The Sun for reasons as we know. But is it the best outlet for football news? I don't think The Sun are going to get the transfer scoop on Harry Kane, which would be the biggest transfer story of the summer. I think it's going to come from elsewhere. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen, by the way, but I don't believe this source, to be honest with you. And if they're right, then they're right. But £160 million, Harry Kane to Manchester City is the story. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's right. It might be right in a few weeks' time, but I don't think it's happening right now. And I don't think... But... Is it a good deal for Man City is the main thing. It's a great deal for Harry Kane. It's a good deal for Manchester City. And I don't want to upset people here because I do think that Harry Kane is one of the world's best strikers. And that statement, let that resonate for a minute. He is one of the world's best strikers. And I think when you look at him last season for Spurs, his build-up play was world class. It was. And obviously we know he can score goals. He wasn't very good in the Euros. And quite rightly, people would say, well, neither was Mbappe. But he wasn't very good in the Euros in a team where he should have been good in. I mean, I don't think Harry Kane's season was any harder than anybody else's. And you are the captain of the home nation and you are in a position that's built around you. He was allowed to come deep. He was allowed to be part of the build-up play. And I just don't think Harry Kane ever really got going. I think he'd be a very good player for Manchester City. I think they have so much of the ball. I don't think you need to worry about Harry Kane being a Golden Boot contender or getting lots and lots of assists. Do I think Harry Kane... I've seen people saying if Man City get Harry Kane, forget about it. You may as well hand him the Premier League title now. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It doesn't mean that Man City won't win the league. I think they'll probably be favourites to win the league quite rightly, with or without Harry Kane. But I don't think it's that sort of signing where you go, oh my God, Man City with Harry Kane, forget about it. It's all over. I think if Haaland went to Chelsea, I'd be like, game on. I don't think there'd be there's not a massive difference between Man City and Chelsea as we've seen. City get Kane, Haaland goes to Chelsea. I mean, game on. That's a ridiculously well-balanced competition between two very, very good sides. So I don't think Harry Kane makes Manchester City unbeatable. I don't think it means they're going to win a Champions League. I mean, let's not forget Harry Kane hasn't won anything in his career. He's not a born winner. He wants to go to Man City to win things, and that will happen if he does that. But I don't think Harry Kane... For me, I don't think there's many players in world football now that you drop into any team and go forget about it. I don't think football's like that anymore. I think it's more of a level playing field. I think the Premier League will be much more competitive next season. Hopefully my team United, but certainly I think Liverpool will be better. Chelsea will get better. Man City are going to be there. Across Europe, you've got PSG looking to try and build. You've got Bayern Munich, who's still a very good side. So I don't think there is a player that you drop into any of those big clubs now and go forget about it. I mean, you give Chelsea Haaland, I don't think they win everything. They might do, but I don't think they definitely do. And same with Man City. I think if you give them Harry Kane, they might win everything, but I don't think it necessarily makes them like above and beyond anybody. I think unless you've got a prime Messi or a prime Ronaldo, you drop one of those into Chelsea or Man City, I think it's game over. But, Harry Kane's not Ronaldo and he's not Messi. And I don't think anybody is. Some would say Messi's not Messi anymore and Ronaldo's not Ronaldo. I mean, they're still bloody brilliant players, but, they probably have dropped off a little bit. Neymar's a very good player as well, but I think if you gave Neymar to Man City, that could be as impactful as Harry Kane. Does it make them dominate world football? No, I don't think it does. So I think that Harry Kane is the right fit for Manchester City. Well, I say the right fit. Is he a Pep player? Was Aguero a Pep player? Is Jesus a Pep player? I can see Kane doing the job of an Aguero and a Jesus, and therefore he'll be very, very successful. But be interesting, be exciting. I mean, I think if Pep gets Kane or Pep gets Grealish, Pep to me is one of the best managers in the world. That's a big tick in the box when he wants to spend big money on English players. So it would be interesting to see how Harry Kane gets on. Do I think it will happen? I can see him wearing a Spurs shirt, to be honest with you, if I'm absolutely honest, because I think the money involved, and there's an argument, if Harry Kane goes to Man City for 160 million, Man City basically smash their normal spending by 100 million. They never normally go above 60, 70. They've never really done that. They're going to smash it by 100. And then is it game over? If Man City are starting to spend £160 million on players, is that game over? Because they can do it again and again. And maybe Chelsea can do it again. Arsenal can't do it. United really can't do it. Liverpool can't do it. Is the game gone when people are spending £160 million on a striker in the Premier League? That's a chat for another day. But I don't know. City have never done that before. Are they just about to do it? We'll wait and see. It certainly feels like Harry Kane knew there was genuine interest and a genuine appetite to get him when he allowed it to come out before the Euros that he wanted to leave. I don't think you would do that. I mean, it was always going to cost loads of money. Why would you put it out there that you're going to leave if you don't know where you're going to go? Footballers don't do that. And agents don't allow them to do that. They don't allow the rumour to come out. It's like Paul Pogba at the moment with United. PSG obviously want him, because otherwise you don't really want that coming out. Because if you know you're not going to go, you've got a load of shit back in your dressing room and with the fans. Harry Kane next season, if he's at Spurs, I'm sure the Spurs fans will get behind him because he's probably a Spurs legend, isn't he? But they'll still be like a little bit where you wanted to go. And I think even more so in that situation, you want to make sure you've got somewhere that you're going to go. So I think there is something there for Harry Kane. I just don't know what it's going to be. But I don't believe it's 160 million. And I don't believe it's going to happen, very, very soon. But we'll have to wait and see. Get your thoughts in below, though. What are your thoughts on this deal? If Harry Kane goes to Man City, is it game over for everybody else? Is 160 million the right fee? Do you believe it's going to happen? Do you think Harry Kane will be wearing a Spurs shirt next season? Or where do you think he'll be? Get your comments in below. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll speak to you all soon.